Welcome to the High Fruit Lifestyle. There's a lot of important issues to discuss, and I can only get to some of them in this video without it going too long. The main topic I want to discuss, that's the latest big issue going on in the world, is the potential destruction of our planet caused by climate change. And this issue just got a huge platform at the opening of the Olympics in Rio, Brazil. And that is where they got a big rainforest there. And so that's one of the epicenters of the climate change. But first, I want to quickly go over some other issues that have been going on. Specifically, I want to do a Durian Rider Prison Watch, Figsy Watch, and Freely Death Watch. Now, if you don't know who these people are, if you haven't been in the same circles I've been in, well, these are some other important issues going around. Durian Rider happens to be a big YouTuber who's been attacking other YouTubers, slandering them, and his subscriber count has been dropping because of that. As I reported in my last video, his subscriber count is going down by 150 a day. And that has something to do with his dog called Figsy. Now, he got rid of his dog about a year ago, and other people have speculated that Figsy might be dead, that they may have killed the dog. As of yesterday, there's a report that Durian Rider has said that Figsy is dead. I don't know if this is true. The big question there is, why would he divulge this information? But then, just hours ago, early August 6th, a picture has surfaced that is supposed to be Figsy. So apparently one of them put this up. Why would Durian Rider say that the dog's dead? Anyway, this picture probably isn't real, just probably another internet hoax. There's a lot of those. People think they can get away with stuff. But this dog is covered up, as you can see here. In the newspaper, you can't see the date. And the whole idea of putting a newspaper in there is to get the date there. So it doesn't make much sense, does it? So this could just open up a whole nother can of worms. And who's crazy enough to do this? As for Freely, well, her channel's still going, and she is apparently still alive, but she has not been around much. Now, her channel is up, but she hasn't been making as many videos as she used to. Makes you wonder. And now with this lack of videos, and even her Instagram's down, she's not doing much online stuff. So she's got to be offline somewhere. Perhaps she's been getting therapy, or maybe she's been institutionalized. I recommend all of the above. But until we know any more, there's not really anything we can do. So let's talk about the destruction of the Earth, which just made some big news because it was highlighted in the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. Yeah, we don't hear about this topic enough. There's so many other things, politics, and so many other problems in the world. But it has been said by many experts, it may go down in history as the big problem we should have been focusing on once it's done its destruction. Climate change, global warming, it really doesn't matter what you call it. The words are not important. The fact is, it is happening, and humans can do something about it. And they have been doing something about it. For instance, it's pretty clear here, literally clear here in California. It wasn't in the 90s, early 90s and 80s and 70s, all around the LA area for hundreds of miles. Gray, polluted sky. Of course, that's different kind of pollution, but it's very similar. We were able to improve upon that greatly. And now you can see mountains in the distance that you could not see at all before, and real clear. That's because mostly of the cutting back of emissions, mostly from cars. The car companies used to say they couldn't do it, but then they were forced to do it, and that proved that they could do it. And today we have much cleaner air and less lung cancer and less asthma, which has become an epidemic. No, lung cancer is not caused by bananas. It's a different kind of pollution that causes global warming, which causes the climate to change. Now, I'm always looking to relate things to my favorite topic, what this channel's about, and that is veganism. And sure enough, the two are highly connected. As a matter of fact, I only found out this connection a few years ago maybe 3 years ago, and I've been vegan 22 years. It turns out that the environmental groups have been keeping something from us. It's the #1 cause of most environmental problems. Even more so than the cars we drive is the diet that we eat. Overall, just the way humans live has caused these problems. The reason environmental groups don't tell you this is because they know people don't want to hear this, because people resist changing their diets. It's the same reason why you won't hear it on the Olympics. You didn't hear it in the opening ceremonies, and I'll bet even with their peace sign they got going, there won't be any hints about how our diet affects the world, affects us and other people. But you might be saying, well, humans have been living like this for a long time, and things have been fine. Well, not fine, but we've been able to survive. And sure, we can coexist, both our modern lifestyles and nature, as we have been for a long time. But something happened in the mid-1900s, and it was a shift in the way people eat. I'd like to say, before I go further, that the way people are eating now has not made them more happy. So, although people go along with this new industry, it's only out of addiction. It's not making them happier. Matter of fact, people who are living more naturally seem to be more happy, like people in Brazil. In the mid-1900s, small family farms turned into factory farms, and they were able to mass-produce meat much cheaper. Therefore, they were able to get the public to eat a lot more of it. And the production of meat takes a much greater toll on the environment. It uses much more water, which has to be pumped in using oil. The meat industry uses more oil than cars do. They have to feed these animals for a long time. It basically takes 10 pounds of plant foods to create 1 pound of muscle. And to grow all these crops, what do? That's the main reason the rainforests are being torn down. This is why I mentioned that people are not happier today. They're more miserable. Meat hasn't made people happier. So what are the things we should be doing? Sure, we should still be putting pressure on the governments to do things like what they did a few weeks back in that summit. They got a whole bunch of countries to agree on making some modifications. And I can guarantee you, none of them had to do with diet or factory farms. Those factory farms own our government. They are stupid rich. And the only way you can fight a rich, evil, powerful industry like the meat industry is by using the only thing you've got, your choice as to what you eat. What we need to be doing is going more vegan and then teaching it, spreading the word vegan and teaching about all the good benefits to it. And people's resistance isn't the only reason why veganism isn't taken off. There's another force that's working against you. It is the meat industry itself and their propaganda. They are trying to save their industry because they know it's threatened. They put out propaganda to get people back to meat. Yeah, check out this video I recently made. And for further information about how diet is connected to the environment, watch my video on COWSPIRACY, documentary from about a year ago or so. I'll put a link at the end of this video and in the description below. Go vegan. Teach veganism. Find the potential for this planet and the potential of yourself at the same time.
If I was him, I would just, look at it that way. Even if his channel doesn't come back up, it's still the simple fact that he gained subscribers on his vlog channel and all that kind of stuff.
Yep, people think Freely's
and
Cheetah.
No way. During Rider and Vegan Ava, if Cheetah is, telling us what really happened.
He just commented on my new video.
Judgment, so, all I can say is that somebody filed false copyright claims against him. Like I said, no matter what, even if his channel doesn't come up, it's still a win for him because his vlog channel is higher than what his main channel was from the start, and he basically distracted the focus on, you know, that type of area, and he also basically, like, you know, started a movement. So I think it's a win no matter what. Hey, what's up, Gary? How's it going?
That's me.
Okay,
Busy day.
showed them in the stream, so it was Freely and Ava then. Okay. Alright, so we got that straight away. If his channel was supposed to be taken down for hate or harassment, that should have been guideline strikes, not copyright strikes. And that's not what it was for. And then another thing people need to understand is that,
And
you know,
see, he sounds like me, doesn't he? Another thing people don't understand.
Freely and all those people are going to do, they're going to play it off like his channel got deleted for something that wasn't the case. That's why it's so crucial for us to tell the truth about what really happened, because nobody's going to know, like, why his channel got deleted for the most part. And you can't even really look up his channel now to prove that was copyright claims unless you talk to him. So that's why it's so crucial for us to spread the truth before they can spread the rumors.
Rumors.
And that's the thing, Gabe. He's trying to spread rumors like he always does. And